Good morning. Alright, so it is Friday. I believe it's the 30th. Terrible to freaking remember this stuff, but it's freaking 70 degrees outside. 70 degrees. Head towards Amazon, and I have one block so far. Hopefully I can get one more. Like I said, it's going to be a $200 a month a day, hopefully. And I'm having trouble with my renters, renter, what do you call them? My property, who I'm renting from, the property management group. They have, there's a homeowner, and then the homeowner hires a property management group to take care of the house. And they're giving me hell, saying that I signed the contract, and that voids them, that makes it where they don't have to get rid of pests in the house. I'm like, well, you had me move into a house that wasn't livable, and it's not my fault that there's pests in the house because you guys had me move in before the house was ready to be moved in. And she keeps telling me, well, they're not going to fix the holes where the rodents are getting in until I get rid of the rodents. I'm like, well, they wouldn't be in the house if you guys didn't have the house ready to be moved in the first place. Here we go again. Alright, well, anyways, they wouldn't be in the house if you didn't have me move in the house in the first place, where it wasn't livable, because they have the manhole cover that goes under the house, the access to under the house is wide open. I didn't do that. They had me move in when that hole was wide open for them to get inside the house. And then there's a vent on the roof that has a hole in it that lets rodents right in. And they're making it my problem, my fault, that rodents are getting in through that vent on the roof. And they keep saying they're not going to do anything about it until you get rid of the pests. I'm like, there are no pests. During the day they get out of the house, and at night they come back in. They're squirrels. They're not raccoons or possums, they're squirrels. And I haven't said squirrels, but she just sent me another text saying something. No, like, you're not going to freaking pay for, I'm not going to pay for anything more. I'm not going to pay for our fuck-ups. Basically, is what's happening. So, I'm going to have to go up there with some fucking duct tape or some shit. I don't even know. I don't even know where the vent is coming from. But it's wide ass open. Usually there's a grill that's in there that keeps things from getting in, and the flap opens over the grill. Or there's not even a flap, it's just a grill, just an open grill. But for some reason this one has a flap, and the flap just stays open, which is supposed to open when air pushes through it. But this one's just staying wide open, so fucking anything can just climb right in there. And that's my fault. Like, what the fuck? How's that my fault? How am I supposed to pay? I'm supposed to pay for the pest removal, and if I don't, then I'm gonna have to pay for, or I'm gonna have to fix the vent myself. And she knows what I'm saying. She's just acting like she don't understand, because they don't want to have to pay any more for what they've already had to pay for since I've been there. So they did the whole house, renovated the house. They had to take out the old fireplace, put a brand new fireplace in. They had a tile floor that had painted. They had to refinish the hardwood floor. So they're money strapped. They're strapped, and they're putting it back on me as my problem. It's my fault that they had me move in an unlivable condition. It's my fault. Oh, you signed. It always goes back to, oh, you signed the contract. That means we can be terrible people. So gonna read that fucking text because it's gonna be just gibberish. They don't really care. They're just gonna say whatever the fuck because they know that I have no way of making them do what they need to be doing. Obviously, if they were supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing, I wouldn't even have this problem. They're just gonna keep up with their shitty way of dealing with shit. Fuck. It's fucking retarded. I'm telling you what, man. Go left, it's fucked up. Go right, it's fucked up. Just everyone just so fucked up to each other. It's crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and I'm looking at my doing Bite Squad, and we had an agreement. And you know, I hate the fact that you have to put shit in writing because then it gets unpersonable. It gets fucking all like rigid and shit. And I'm just trying to keep working with them, and it's happened before, and it was no big deal. But it just I tried to call them last night, and they didn't call me back or let me know what's going on or anything. So I'm gonna call them again today, Bite Squad, and ask them. I'm getting marks against my record, so you know if I get to a certain level, then they'll fire me. And this was already talked about before I got these marks. So either she's not telling me something, or she just hadn't got around to exempting those marks against me. But it's down to 40, I think it's 42%. I'm supposed to be at 100. So I don't know how that's going to work out. I need that job. I mean, Amazon's not going to last forever. I need to be able to stay with Bite Squad. Hell, I mean, I make like $3,000 with them a month. Said she'd work with me, and I ask her every day when I can do stuff, and she says okay. So why would you say okay and still still count it against me? Don't tell me it's okay and then not. I'm not asking if it's okay so you can fire me. I mean, can I clock in a little later? Sure, yeah. And don't tell. I'm not going to tell you that you're about to get fired for doing it after me telling I'll work with you in the first place. So I got the whole tent thing figured out. I hope it works out. It seems like I did the right thing. We'll find out once I use it again. But I had to remove a whole bunch of water, as much as I could, filled up both the tubs, and so I could maneuver the weight of the tank or the tent, and I squeezed a mat underneath it, so any of the water that drips onto the floor will actually hit the mat instead, because that wooden floor underneath is, I'm fairly positive it's warped, and hopefully that'll keep it from warping more. I hate to have to owe them a fucking floor when I move out, and they're heartless enough not to look over it, fucking just try to repair it. They'll look at it and say, oh, we need a whole new floor, instead of just trying to repair it. Take my whole fucking deposit. Hopefully that worked. And I have a good feeling they're not gonna let me stay. After all this shit, they're gonna be like, we don't want you to re-rent. We can't have you re-rent. I have a good feeling that's what's gonna happen. But that's a whole nother 1.5 years from now, so a lot of shit could happen between then and there. Fuck. So I'm about to pull up to Amazon and pick up my packages and make a day of it.